Hey everybody, guess what? We are back. This is Africa is Next podcast. I'm not alone. I'm with Buckmaster Cool. He's a manga author. He has two YouTube channels. One is called Buckmaster Cool React and Master Geek Media. Debelo Khala and Zuko Mlambo are not with us this week, but we do have a special guest. We hope that he will be a regular feature on here and a feature co-host. His name is Ronnie, and you should check him out on TikTok. He has an account called Ronnie Anime. And I'm sure you've seen some of his videos because I've been uploading some of his videos on the channel. Actually, one of his shorts just made 1.5K views. So clearly you guys like him because he was reacting to the One Piece anime that came out. So before we continue.
Wait, what were you reacting to?
The song. The
Oh,
ending.
Oh, the ending song.
Yep.
Oh, so you deep in it like that. You check out outros and intros and everything.
Everything, bro. Everything.
Nah, he's definitely one of us, dog. He's not a fluke, trust me.
Where?
So yeah, before we continue, I just want to say that Buckmeister Cool also has webtoons out. He has 3 webtoons out. One is Black Panther versus Kang, as you can see the wallpaper, his wallpaper there, which is a 6-issue webtoon. You can check it out on Webtoon. I'll leave a link in the description below. He also has Black Fist and he has Neon Wave. Those are other 2 webtoons that he has on Webtoon. So you can check those out. And what is Africa is Next? Basically, what we do is we talk about anything manga, anime, cartoon, webtoon, comic strip related, geek related content, and we just give our thoughts on it, whether it's anime series or what have you. But anyway, so this week we're going to be talking about Lazarus. This is a series that it was in production last year, but it only came out this week. Directed by Shinichirō Watanabe. Shinichirō Watanabe did Cowboy Bebop. He also did Samurai Champloo, and he also directed 2 shorts in the Animatrix, to name a few. He's done other stuff, including Carol and Tuesday.
Hey, Watanabe loves a protagonist that doesn't take anything serious.
Yeah. He also did Carol and Tuesday. He also did Space Dandy, and then he did a few other projects as well. So
didn't watch Space Dandy.
He barely disappoints. Actually, I haven't watched Space Dandy myself, but yeah, he's really, really good. His choice in music and his choice in directing and getting a really good team to do the projects is really impeccable. But anyway, before we get into it, we're gonna do a new feature, and Ron is gonna be in charge of these features. So basically, we're gonna be talking about what's happening in anime. And we're also going to be hearing his recommendations of anime that we should look out for. So, Ronnie, this is your time, man. Let us know what's going on.
Okay, no problem. No problem. So for this group, I'll be contributing anime news, everything that you need to know to stay updated. And I'll also drop recommendations for good animes for you to watch. And for the fact that I watch every genre, it will be diverse. So keep in touch.
All right, cool, man. So let us know, man. Also, what's happening with anime news? Is there anything you want to share with us?
Right now, they're using a lot since Anime Japan just dropped a while ago. So they dropped all the latest news. So we have to wait for a while for new announcement. So for now, I'll just do anime recommendation.
I think I heard something about nominations for current anime. Like Danadan got like 14 nominations or something. Free Ren has gotten like 22.
Or the Crunchyroll Anime Awards.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I heard some stuff like that.
They are scheduled for May 25th. Yes, so on May 25th, the ceremony will be there, and then we'll expect the award ceremony for the Anime of the Year, Film of the Year, and other categories. I wonder, which animes do you think will win? Actually, let's talk about Anime of the Year for now. Which one do you think between Free Reign, Beyond Journey's End, if you've watched it, Dan, Delicious in Dungeon, Solo Leveling, and which was the last one? Apothecary Diaries. Which one?
Isn't Kaiju number 8 also on that list?
Yeah, it's there. I forgot about that one. I don't know why I did though. So which
Well,
one?
I've not seen I've not seen Yeah, yo, I can't speak now. English. Apothecary Diaries. Yo, Apothecary Diaries. I've not seen that
Yep.
one. I've not seen Free Run yet. I've seen a lot of memes of Free Run. I've not seen Free Run yet. I've watched Kaiju. I've watched Solo Leveling. I've watched Dan Da Dan. As for anime of the year,
It's just your opinion. Don't worry.
no, I gotta think. I gotta think. I think I'm gonna have to go with Dan Da Dan for anime of the year. Maybe. I just think I enjoyed it more out of. It's like my anime of the year so far.
Are those
Oh,
good recommendations though? Like are those good nominations?
yeah, they
Yeah.
are. They are because they were the top contenders for last year's
Oh,
anime season.
oh,
Yep.
okay.
I think
Personally, I've only watched Done the Done, so I can't say anything about anything. I know Solo Leveling is trending right now, but I haven't seen any episodes yet.
okay for now. The thing about solo leveling, I think a lot of people are going to be confused because the only season that's nominated is season one. Season two, the one that's trending right now. So I've seen
Oh,
a lot of people on TikTok saying solo leveling will win because of season two, but they are confused because it's only season one that's nominated. So now, in my personal opinion, I think Frieren will take it because Frieren is a good show. It has good storytelling, good character development, and even good fights. And the animation is phenomenal. You should check it out for real.
hmm.
I'm
Okay.
going to. It's been on my list. I just haven't had time. You know.
Let's check it
Hmm.
out. I know that the first episodes are kind of, you see, boring a bit, but then just give it time because it builds up very good. Like the storyline is phenomenal. You will love it. I'm telling you, you will love it.
Okay, and Apothecary Diaries.
Apothecary Diaries is actually a good show. It's about a girl named Mao Mao. She got kidnapped actually, and then they sent her to a palace because it's a Chinese-based anime. They sent her to a palace where she had to work as a maid. So a guy came. A guy, okay, this one is kind of insane though because these guys are not allowed to have children. So this guy is part of a kind of a noble family. And then since Mao Mao knew how to read and the other maids they didn't know how to read, and Mama knows about medicine a lot. So she helped this other lady. And then that guy called them to a hole and then asked them who helped that lady. But obviously they were scared to answer. And then he pulled up a sheet of paper that was written something. Like I told you, Mama knew how to read and the others didn't know how to read. So Mama read it and the paper said, whoever can read this should stay in the hole. And then the others left and Mama stayed there. And then that guy knew it was Mama. And then they kind of fell in love. So it's a story of two lovers. It's a good show.
So it's a romance.
Wait. How old is Mama?
Mama, I think she's about 19 or 18, I think.
And the love interest, the dude.
The dude is around 20 something, 24, 25. However,
Yeah.
remember that it's during the ancient times or not the modern times.
Okay, I mean, then it's not that. Well, I mean,
Yeah, no,
I'm.
it's not. It's not.
Yeah. I mean, I've dated a girl who was like 6 years younger than me, so it's not.
Yeah, it's not
Nah,
horrible. It's not like the
nah,
guy's 40 or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
because I was watching a show and it got ruined for me entirely. What's this? It was called what was it called? The Demon something and the Magical Girl, or the Evil Lieutenant and the Magical Girl, or whatever. There's something like that. And then when I looked at the age gap, the Magical Girl is 16 and the Evil Lieutenant is 27 years old, and I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah, no.
That's
But
Because
the
anyway,
one
one.
thing.
before we get too far ahead in this topic, it what so which anime would you recommend for people for this week?
Right now, I recommend That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, aka Tensura. For
Okay.
those who know, they know it's a good show. Because this show starts off with a guy named Satoru, obviously in the modern Japanese days. Where when it starts off, he's with his friend and his friend's girlfriend, but then a thief comes and stabs him. Imagine on the streets, and then
Mm.
obviously he starts dying, but then his body feels cold, and then he wishes that his body wasn't feeling cold and he doesn't feel any pain. And then the next thing he knew, he was a slime inside a cave. Hold on, listen. It's a good show. And then he started wandering off in that cave, and then he met a dragon, a huge dragon. And that dragon's name is Veldora. And then it gave him a name and named him Rimuru, Tempest. And then since Veldora was sealed in that cave, he kind of swallowed him because his stomach is like a void. It's like a different space. And then after swallowing him, he went outside the cave and he found a goblin village. It was about to get ruined anyway. So he helped them and then he gave them names. So in this anime, when a stronger person, a stronger being gives a monster name, it evolved according to that being's power. And then he decided to build his own nation because of
As a slime.
Yep.
No, I'll check it out.
You haven't seen it. You haven't seen it before.
No, I know it's one of the, like, for most people to know what isekai is, it is because of that time I reincarnated as a slime. I know there's one called The Time I Reincarnated as a Vending Machine. I know there's that one, but I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen
that one. I've heard. I haven't. And then also there's obviously Shield Hero, Rise of the Shield Hero. Yeah.
And the Eminence in Shadow. Do you know it?
I tried to watch one episode. I was like, I am bored here. Why is he like? I know. Every second dialogue or whatever was like, I am trying to become the Eminence in the Shadow. What?
When do you guys have time to watch all these anime, guys? I wish I was
it opens with this bruh and he's just beating up random, like, these bruhs kidnap somebody and then he walks in and he just waxes all of these dudes and he's like, I'm trying to seek the ultimate infinite strength. And then I think it ends with him in another world and I'm like, I don't understand. There was no Truck-kun. Where was Truck-kun? Where was Truck-kun? Truck-kun should have at least shot at him while he was beating up guys and then I would have understood what was going on. But
that's funny. All right, cool, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ronnie. So that is the anime news and anime recommendation. But yeah, we are all just now going to be talking about Lazarus, the first episode. So I'm just going to be sharing my screen right now. So you guys will let me know if you can see my screen.
Yep, I can see it.
Awesome. So we're just going to be talking about the first episode because that's the one that we all managed to watch. And it says that the miracle drug Hapna now threatens to wipe out humanity. A chronic jailbreaker named Axel is asked to find the only man with a cure, Dr. Skinner. So what do you guys think? But before we get into it, yeah?
No, I just got to say, first off and foremost, how did you get 888 years? That cannot be from breaking out of prison.
And also, I'm asking myself, like, is this guy immortal? Why would he? What kind of life sentences are these? Like, you know?
But 888 years for breaking out of prisons?
Yeah,
he doesn't look like he killed nobody.
Yeah, it looks like he's harmless. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly he did.
Okay, harmless is the strong word because this guy is defying physics and gravity every 2 seconds.
Yeah, fair enough.
You want some Spike Spiegel push-up program because I don't understand how you're like he'll be butterfly twisting in the middle of the mall and kicking niggas and it's like guy, what is the regimen here?
And he's not even serious about it. Like he's playing.
That's true. That is true. He's not even serious about it. And it seems like he doesn't even like using weapons because whenever he has the opportunity to use a weapon, he doesn't use it. It's like he uses non-lethal ways to.
All right, but let's open up with the opening. So we get a little monologue about Hapna and how Hapna is this painkiller that swept the world and all of that stuff. First off and foremost, people don't just be putting random shit in your body.
Well, I mean, think about it, bro. If people have serious illnesses, life and death illnesses, and they're told about a drug that can take away their illnesses, people would be desperate to take that drug, don't you think?
I don't know. Sounds like some common side
However, but
effects.
a lot of people took it. It doesn't make sense though. A lot of them took it.
Yeah, but I guess
Yeah.
that's what happens when you are given something you think might even help you from a potential issue you might have. You know how people are sometimes, they want to be extra cautious for no reason.
No, but Munna, like this is a drug that just came out, and everybody is just popping the pills, and it's like, I mean, you don't want to do any research on it first. You don't want to see maybe why this guy did it, and I don't know. I feel weird about like not to like when it was time of the pandemic or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Personally, yes, I did take the jab. I know. But I'm saying when I went to go, I did my research now, found out why I'm taking this thing, and I said, okay, I'm only going to take so much of this thing. I'm not going to just be popping it for the sake of popping it or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
So all I'm saying is like with the opening, it kind of just felt like people were on Hapna because it was a painkiller, not because they actually needed it.
Mm.
And I think the others were unhappy because of what's this peer pressure.
Mm.
I think that's it also.
Yeah, I'm just saying like I try to research everything that I'm going to like, especially when it comes to medicine, because I'm like I at least need to feel comfortable about putting this thing. I just felt like everybody was popping pills
Right.
for no reason. So
No,
And now they
the
have about how many days until they find the doctor?
30
It-
days,
I think 29 remaining at the end of the episode.
which
yeah,
is
so
crazy.
Shinichiro Watanabe likes doing that. If you guys remember with Samurai Champloo, every
Mm.
episode was a track. Yeah. So with this episode, you can clearly tell that it's a 30 episode series because they have to find this guy in 30 days, either 30 episodes or 31 episodes. That's the whole thing. So I think the plot will thicken the more that we get more episodes.
Yeah, but the logistics are not making sense to me because if they only have 30 days to find this guy, how does that cure work? Unless the
Yeah.
doctor was lying.
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
And because didn't you say when they find him, what's going to happen if they find him? Is he going to give them an antidote?
No, that's what
Or-
he's saying, that humanity can be
He
saved
didn't
if they
explain
find him.
how he's going to distribute the antidote, though. He just said it.
Yeah, that's where I'm.
But why don't you just distribute it now? Why do you have to have people look for you and find you before you? What's this game
No,
that you
man,
play?
it's he. You know it. I don't know if you've seen this, Ronnie. It's like Pluto with Dr. Tenma. He'll give you the cure and the solution, and he'll also give you the destruction at the same time. And you're just like, what are you doing?
In a way, he wants them to work for the thing, for the antidote.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean,
get,
look, this is.
but bruh, it's your fault. It's just like these things that are happening that you're talking about, you didn't.
But according to him, he's kind of like Ultron slash Thanos in a sense that he thinks that humanity has been the reason the world has been going to crap at the moment. Like he feels like we need to atone for our sins as humans. That's why he feels like
I didn't make Hapner. You made it.
no,
And
no,
You
he
made that
even
shit.
called himself the seventh trumpet. Did you hear that?
exactly.
Which is
But
insane.
Kicho, my thing is the things that he's listing, right? He's listing the fallout because of Hapner, and I'm like, you made Hapner. You made it. You made it happen. We didn't do
Oh,
anything.
I didn't see it as because of Hafner. I just thought in general he just thought that
No,
humanity
but
is
again,
just sick.
if we go back to the opening, right? He
Mhm.
says that it becomes a Hapna wonderland or whatever, and
Yeah, that's
everybody
the
was on this thing. And
Right.
also, he was saying that now because of Hapna, people aren't really afraid of pain. They're not feeling anything, so they're going for short-term gains, etc., etc., etc. I'm like, even if the world was bad before, you actively made it worse, and now you're making people look for you.
Okay, so here's my question. Once they find the antidote, then what's the whole point if he still feels that way? It's not like 30 days later, once they get the antidote, he's gonna change his mind or anything.
No,
Mm.
I mean, it's not that he can change his mind. If they have the antidote, they have the antidote. They can mass produce it. My problem with this, bruh, is that I'm like, how are you going to talk about how bad the world is, but you made it worse?
Yeah. That's a very good question.
Well,
Anyway,
I guess more will be revealed as we keep watching this. I'm not quite sure where it's going. I'm not even sure if
So
it's
like,
gonna be as deep as I think it is.
wait, are these guys gonna form like a group to find the doctor?
They are a group
yeah, they
already.
are. They are a group already. They just needed to add this, bruh.
Yeah. So basically, Axel is like the last recruit.
Mm.
And at this point, it seems like the black dude is like the field leader, like a Cyclops type.
Mm.
And the blonde lady seems like she's like the de facto second in command.
Mm.
Obviously, they're being led by the older lady who was trying to recruit Axel in
Why
prison.
didn't he take the deal? I'd have taken the deal.
Maybe he just wants to be free. He doesn't want to work under anyone or have
But
constant eyes.
Yes.
he clearly could have left anytime. I don't understand why he just
No,
waited
that
to
prison
leave.
is swag. Who did they hire? What is the stuff? Like, because I'm just
However,
saying,
I think Axel doesn't work nicely in a group though. I think he's like a solo man in a way.
Yeah,
They're gonna have some problems with him for
yeah,
sure.
he's
So,
definitely loose cannon.
yeah.
yeah.
No, but I'm saying also, did he map out the prison escape? Like, did he know that the vent would lead to the outside?
Like he has the blueprints or whatever.
Maybe it's just his instinct though. I think so.
But okay. But now we're getting into some. You see now some plot armor happening here, which is very very strange because I'm just like, how did he know? And
Right.
also these officers. First off, how many officers are even on the floor? Because it looks like that thing is like empty, basically. Like they
Mhm.
didn't have enough officers to restrain this, bruh.
Maybe they are just confident of their prison or their security system. However, they have to reconsider that after this incident though. Because
I
damn.
mean, because he broke out like with ease.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking myself, why didn't he just break out all along? Like, why are we seeing him break out now?
That's why I'm
What was
saying
he
to me it
doing
would
all
have been
along?
better writing if he just took the deal, they let him out, and then he starts doing his nonsense and running away from everybody. But anyway, yeah, so he gets out, and then obviously there's that dumb cop on the street, which also to me this was some plot armor. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That scene was so funny. Like I laughed so hard.
Yeah, but no, I was annoyed. I was like, you're a whole police officer. What did they train you in? Is that a new trend? Who's wearing a whole orange jumpsuit? I don't know, Ronnie. Maybe you're AMA 2000. I don't know. You'll tell me. Is there orange jumpsuits out here in the streets?
Actually, yeah. I remember the time when I was still in matric. There was a friend, like it was day where we wear like home clothes and stuff. He even wore a orange jumpsuit at school. I was like, what? I
But
mean, just imagine.
as a trend, dog. I don't know. I don't know which girls you're picking up in an orange jumpsuit.
They will probably run away though.
I.
That's
But
run away.
anyway, yeah. So the brass says, okay, just be careful. There's riots, and then he gets a message. Which also, I'm just like, hey, you guys were late with the notifications. Shouldn't you have been notifying everybody the minute he was on the street?
Sorry, Buck, there's something with your sound. I don't know if your thing is
Oh,
far from your voice.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's better now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was saying, I don't know if there was like the notification came late. I was like, guys, now when he's out on the street, like you didn't send an alert before as soon as he left the prison.
Exactly. Like, how slow are you guys when it comes to
Yeah. Also,
notifying each other?
I don't know. Don't prisons have like sniper people posted on like rooftops in case
They usually
things
have
happen?
marksmen and stuff like that. You're right. In case
And
there's
I
prison.
also saw something. I think those cops were too hesitant to shoot because they had many chances to shoot him, but they didn't.
Mm.
It's not that they couldn't, it's just that they didn't. Which
I don't
was kind
know. For me, it just feels like Buckmaster was saying, there's a lot of plot armor, but it feels like they were just trying to do this so that we can see how agile
Yeah, but I'm
greatness
saying
there
I think there
is.
was maybe a better way to do that, unless there's a plot reveal. Maybe what, because I don't know. Watanabe is not a he's not a hack. He's not a hack writer. I do think there's some stuff that he did that I was like, eh. But anyway, maybe if there's a reveal that this is a manipulated situation that they were,
They
making
wanted him to escape.
specifically, yeah,
Yeah,
specifically to get Axel or whatever. And
yeah.
maybe there's like somebody who said we need to see what Axel is made of, and
Mm.
this is the situation they engineered. Maybe
It's
that
possible.
that I can see. Okay, but we'll wait. But if the series doesn't do that, then I'm definitely gonna say that this is a knock on the series a little bit for me. Just because with
Yeah.
these types of shows, people like to praise logistics a lot, especially like if you look at Samurai Champloo, people like to praise the logistics of that show quite a bit. So I'm saying like this, logistically speaking, did not make sense for now.
Mm. Yeah, no, that's true. So yeah, he does escape from the prison, like we mentioned. Then he, well, we get introduced to other characters. The first one is Douglas. Well, I mean, before we get into Douglas, we did mention that he was being recruited
Mm.
by um Hirsch. Her name is
Oh,
Hirsch.
there we go. Yeah.
She's the leader of the Lazarus team, and we also get introduced to Doug, as I've mentioned. He's a Nigerian intellectual and coordinator of the team.
Mm.
So he was in the car. So I guess the expectation was that Douglas was gonna take Axel with him, but
Mm.
then he gets called by Hirsch and say, "Hey, this guy is running away, so let's go find him." And then we also meet what's this guy's name? Leland, who was in
Yeah.
school when he gets introduced, and
Yeah.
he tells the lecturer, "Look, I think I'm gonna bounce because I don't see the point of coming back here if the world is going to end." Like,
But here's the other thing:
That's
is
true, though.
Lazarus making him go to school?
that's what I'm trying to understand. I mean, he's still a teenager,
No, but I'm like,
so
if he's in Lazarus, then obviously he should not need school.
that's true. But I guess maybe he still needs to get qualified, maybe to become, I don't know, something specific in the team. I don't know.
But I'm saying maybe then wouldn't he just home? Okay, anyway, I'm asking too many questions.
Or maybe it's
Um,
just to cover, though. Just to cover.
Yeah,
maybe.
unless they're investigating someone at the school, I don't know. We have a
And then
lot of questions.
and then you get introduced to blonde lady who's
Yeah.
what's this?
So her name is Christine.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, she's like a gun specialist. Like
Mm.
she's a specialist in firearms, basically.
Yeah, and then also the hacking. Why am I forgetting her name now?
Elena.
Oh, there we go, Elena. Yeah, we also get
Yeah,
introduced to her.
the 15-year-old. So from what we can tell, even though it's written here as well. So as I've mentioned before, Doug is the coordinator, the intellectual, kind of like the Batman of the group. He's
Mm.
he has physical abilities, and he pays attention to small details. Then you have the young Russian who's generally cheerful and frank. And like I said, she's a gun specialist. Her name is Christine. Then you have Leland, who is skilled in piloting drones. And then you have Elena, who is a hacker, right?
Yeah.
And basically just you could say like she's basically informing everybody about certain things, whether it's which routes to take whenever they're chasing somebody or what have you. Yeah. And then you have, as I've mentioned, Hirsch, who's the leader, and then you have Abel, who's the director of the National Security Agency, the NSA. So that's
Mm,
the bald guy, I'm assuming, that she was talking to
yep.
earlier on. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, as we get into this episode, so yeah, he's walking, like, this is the other thing I'm not understanding about what's this about Axel, right? Like, he's on the run, but is he, like, maybe this is why you got 888 years, because you keep getting captured, and then you have to break out of prison again. So I guess it like stacks up. So I
Yeah.
guess ever since you've been, but That doesn't make sense because he'd have to be escaping by the age of like 0 or something. You'd have to be a baby escaping prison to get 888 years in prison escapes. I don't know.
It just seems like he's doing this for attention. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It seems like
Or
he's
maybe-
bored.
I think I have a theory though.
Mhm.
Or maybe he's just doing it because he doesn't have a place to live, so he just gets himself caught so that he can live in the prison for a while and get free food. Probably.
Maybe, but
Maybe. Yo,
No, but the other
but if
thing
you
is
want
like,
free food, why would you leave?
yeah,
Like,
and
Because
also
he knows that he can escape anytime, so he can just
Oh.
do it.
I
Okay.
guess maybe. But I'm just like, dog, with those skill sets, just go fight in the MMA underground and make money
Go
and
to
buy
the
an apartment.
circus. Yeah, go to the circus. Do something. Like,
You don't
become a
have to be in
magician. I don't know.
prison. But anyway,
Become a
yeah.
stunt coordinator in movies or something. I don't know.
Hey, dog, you make so much money with all of that acrobatics. So here he's walking in the train station, and literally and then the whole train station outs him and is like, "Stop right there!" And then he's like, "Game on." And I was like, "Game on? What are you? Okay." And then bro is made of rubber. Like I don't know what's going on with his bones, but like yeah, he's just like, and also again, like the police aren't using any of their stun tactics. It feels like all of their gear gets deactivated the minute they enter. It's like he's got a domain expansion, Roruku Tenkai, and all of the gear just stops working. Because the riot police, they didn't use the handcuffs, they didn't use tasers.
It is a bit sneaky. But honestly speaking, guys, I don't want to lie to you guys. Whenever I watch John Wick movies, this is exactly how I feel. I always feel like no, I'm keeping it a buck. I always feel like John Wick could have died a long time ago, even in the first movie. Like
Oh, yeah.
there's so many times
Yeah.
this guy could have died. Like
No, I mean, there's times where he falls off like a 15-story roof or something and lands on his back, and then he'd be like, "Ugh, gotta get up," and then he starts headshotting people again, and I'm like, "Your back should be broken."
oh, that's like five
I would-
people. Like you're shooting guns. Like you're shooting five people. Obviously, cannot shoot all of them at the same time. Are you telling me that all these people are not trying to shoot you, trying to kill you? All of them have bad aim. That's what you're
Imagine
telling me.
guns versus a pencil. That one was insane.
I guess. I guess.
That one was
But
insane.
I killed you with a pencil. Like everybody should have retired after that. Like, bro, he beat a gun with a pencil. Don't mess with this, bro. No, but but the other thing is, I just also want to know, is Axel superhuman? Because like I get that this is animation, I understand, but they're pushing things here because not even Spike was capable of some of this stuff.
No, but that's also what made Cowboy Bebop such a hit because Spike got shot. Spike had near-death experiences. Even Mugen, Jin from Samurai Champloo, those two guys, they had near-death experiences a lot. So that's
Yeah,
the
but what
thing
I'm
that doesn't
saying
make
is like
sense
the way
about
that they were
this.
moving. I mean, the way that Axel is moving in this, he's on a he's on a superhuman level compared to
Yeah, it's
Spike
as
or
if he's
compared to
OP.
Jin
Yeah.
or whatever. Because the thing is like there's that scene where he's just dropping from what's this, like he's dropping from ledge to ledge, and I'm like, the power in that man's fingers.
Bro, even when he was in the prison and then he was actually running on top of one of the rails there, I'm like,
Yeah.
dog, how do you not lose your balance, my G?
No, I mean that's one thing, but at some point it looked like he was scaling the wall. Like, did you guys lock up Spider-Man? What's this?
Bro, I saw that. I saw that. There's also the part where he's at the edge of at the edge of the building, and then Douglas is trying to arrest him.
Oh wait, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Alright.
Yeah. So then I mean it's an awesome sequence. I won't lie. And then basically they send Chris to cut him off, and this brother's like, "Don't damage property or whatever, and don't hit nobody." Hey, Chris doesn't listen for
She
nothing.
doesn't listen because she's like, no, can I get permission to do this? He's like, yeah, sure, you have permission. Just don't shoot anything and don't kill anybody. What does she do?
And I'm like, how many? And then it makes me ask the question: how many people have you shot for him to tell you that?
And
Like
also,
Lazarus.
here's my other thing. Aren't there like security guards and police officers there? Like if you're seeing someone shoot someone, Why don't you guys like attack her? Why don't you guys like
Call the police at least.
no? But malls should have like security guards or something. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Why don't you just try to restrain her or something?
But then
But
I
also-
think she was a bit far away, so they couldn't respond in time though. From her angle.
And I guess looking at the caliber of policemen that just let bras walk around in orange jumpsuits on the streets, that obviously look like they were from prison. Maybe the police are nothing in this universe.
Look, I understood what the ultimate plan was, but when I was watching it, I was like, wait, are you trying to shoot the guy that you're supposed to recruit? Like, what are you trying to do here?
Yeah,
But-
what if you aimed wrong? What if
Yeah,
the
what-
bullet went?
Exactly.
Now you
What if
down
you
a
actually shot
member.
this guy?
Now
What if
you
you
down a
actually shot this
member.
guy?
Show is over.
Exactly.
It's like Punisher when he was walking through the hospital. No, I'm a crack shot. I've been trained in the. I don't know any of this stuff, bro. I just saw you take a gun to the hospital. How am I supposed to guess?
Exactly.
But anyway, yeah. And then eventually he gets cornered by Douglas, and then he starts telling Douglas, put this in my grave or whatever. Shot by the cowardly, and I was like, Axel, I don't know what you're trying to do here. Douglas doesn't have to prove anything to you.
Yeah, that's why he was like, look, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to rile me up, but it's not gonna work, though. Like, this is the end of the line. Like, you're not gonna say anything that's gonna provoke me right now.
He's like, I'm a
Like-
professional. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Like, you know? Because he
But
was on some, let me turn around so that I can see your face or whatever. Excellent. I mean, Douglas is like, he's just not buying it. It's like, dude, just relax. Were you saying something, Ronnie?
Nah, I don't mind.
No, say it, bro.
But though Douglas, he looked like he was about to shoot him though before
Yeah.
he jumped.
Yeah, he was about to
But-
pull the trigger for sure.
To kill him, or was it just a taser though?
Looks
Which is
like
kind of
a
confusing.
gun.
They need him. They need him so they cannot hurt him.
Maybe he was gonna shoot
Yeah, but
his
maybe
leg
he's
or
gonna like a
something,
leg or something, and then
Mm.
he'll fix him.
so
later.
that he doesn't run away. To slow
However,
him, to slow him
if
down.
you shoot his leg, it's gonna hinder his agility. And remember, they only have 29 days. Will the leg heal in 29 days?
It's Lazarus. They've got things, bro. Maybe
Unless
there's
they have like
technology in there.
advanced technology to kind of
That's a good question. That's a good question.
No, well, the thing is, I think they do have advanced technology because if you look at the hacking lady, she's basically
And the
doing
cars,
Tony
and the
Stark.
cars.
Yeah, I mean, she's basically doing Tony Stark stuff where it's swiping with Windows and you know, pet peeve of mine as a person who used to do programming. Like at least they make this more fantastical, but I always hated in movies where somebody taps like a space bar and they tap two keys on the keyboard and it's like I'm hacking the database. It's like that's not how that no.
That's hilarious.
And you just see grrrr.
Bro, that's
Ah,
nothing.
no.
Like someone
And they
actually,
type so fast.
someone actually showed a screenshot of the music video of Nelly and Kelly from, that song, No Matter What I Do.
Yeah.
And they show Kelly opening Microsoft Excel or something. They're like, yo, dog, how is this? Whatever it is that she's doing, what was she doing here? Because this is just Excel. What is the point of this thing?
No, and that's the other thing that annoys me, brother. We open like the most basic applications. Like this is terminal command line,
Like,
and
this
now
is
it's like you're,
Microsoft Paint. Like,
hey,
what are we
dog,
doing?
All the
hey,
time.
now you
all the time.
hacking. Now you're hacking databases. Ka Microsoft Kanjani, in future. How?
No, but back then we bought it though, because we didn't know any better. You know what I mean? I'm sure it was people like him who was like, what the hell am I watching?
No,
But with
hey,
us,
Hey,
we were
and
like,
then
yo.
the other thing is also what they like to do is they like to throw a lot of windows on screen. It's like no hacker is looking at 1,000 windows because you're
And
supposed to
then
be
they have a
focusing on
lot
the
of
thing you're hacking on.
monitors all around them.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they can keep track of all the monitors because the numbers are busy changing within a second. But he can memorize all of them at once. How's that
I think that's why it always makes sense to me if it's like a team of
Yeah.
programmers in a room. You know those what's the spy movie, CIA, whatever. Where is
Yeah.
born? And then the music is like take it, take it, take it, take it, take it. Oh, sir, we see him. We see
That's
that.
what
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah,
okay, this
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
No, so but I'm saying here at least it is team coordination things, even though she is swiping windows and all of that stuff. But I do think they should have some form
Mm.
of a technology, I guess. I mean, when you look at the guns, because I was looking at some of the gun designs, it doesn't look like it's because this is supposed to be 2035. Oh,
Mhm.
what, 10 years from now? So we'll have
Mm.
flying cars, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Do we even want them, guys? I don't want
Mm,
flying
I
cars.
don't think so. I think they will cause more harm than good.
It's gonna be loud. Eh?
No, imagine flying taxis, gents.
It's gonna be the beep 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 in the sky.
And then
No,
imagine the injuries if there's an accident, because first you crash in the air, then you fall down. You're not surviving that. No
no,
ways.
and I'm saying like people barely keep the lanes now. Now imagine instead of weaving side to side, they're gonna weave up and down. You know,
Now we're gonna interrupt the airplanes now. Which is
Yeah. No, but I'm just concerned about the sound though. Can you imagine how loud it's gonna be?
no,
imagine
and also,
sleeping
dog, imagine
and
as
the
a
car
pedestrian,
flies
bruh.
top of your
Imagine,
house.
hey, dog, imagine as a pedestrian, you're walking, somebody crashes, now they fall on top of you, happy. Yo,
Yo, dude.
Now
the way I'd be
imagine
so
sleeping.
pissed in heaven. I'd be so angry.
Now imagine sleeping, and then someone drives a truck on top of your house.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
Oh, someone is driving saying that they know their car because it's close to the next filling station. They barely have fuel in their car
And
and they're
drops
busy
out of the
flying.
sky.
Then they just drop inside your house while you're watching TV. Ewan, you know, you know what I mean?
And then you call insurance and it's like, we're not covering this.
We're not covering that. No, no, no. That's a natural disaster, boss. We don't cover in that one. Ewan.
You.
I
No.
mean, are they even gonna work with petrol, or are they gonna find another power source? Because I don't think petrol will work.
Yeah, it wouldn't work, man. Like, I don't even know how they
Elon
would make money
dog, and
from
then they'll
that.
explode.
No,
Trouble is they will have to recruit Tony Stark for this, because I don't think it will work.
No, I'm
no,
saying Elon will make them
Elon
and then they
Musk.
will explode. It's fine.
Yeah,
I do not trust
we
him.
have
That
our
one
own version
I
of
don't
Tony
trust.
Stark, Elon Musk.
I do
So
not trust Elon Musk. Like, I don't trust him. Remember what happened to SpaceX like a few months ago?
Hey, forget SpaceX, bro. Tesla. Those things were exploding.
Yeah, I heard about this.
I think there was a drop in shares or something, right? I don't know the story, but
All I know
And
is
now
that I
imagine the design of the car if Elon Musk makes it. Oh my God, it's gonna be one of the ugliest things
it's gonna be
in the
ugly,
world.
bro. It's gonna be
Oh,
ugly.
yeah, no, Tesla looks like those Tesla cars, they look like they come from the PlayStation 2 era of graphics.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
It's
boxes.
like a thing, a 2D
Tekken
animated
2,
box or
bro.
something.
Do you guys remember?
Hmm?
Let me see if I can find them quickly. Jesus, like they looked horrible.
Like they
Actually,
are.
Tekken 2 is better than it's better.
Hey, we
Tekken
must
1
be
was
careful.
bad.
Oh yeah.
Look at this.
Those were the golden days, though.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Were you
That's
even there for them, Chief?
I've been playing games since I was like a baby. I was addicted.
So you were fighting. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. This one
yeah.
I didn't even play, but I remember this.
Yeah. I mean,
I played a
this is
lot of.
when
I
Kazuya
like,
was
so
the
I
main
know.
character, I think, in Tekken 1.
Yeah, which is weird because he was such a bad guy.
Isn't he a bad guy to his dad? I don't understand how the Tekken works. Like, are the main characters the bad guys?
As of
Hmm.
now, they're trying to fix Jin, but what happened
It's more
was
like
is that
a vigilantes in a way.
yeah, well, basically what happened is that especially if you watch the anime on thingy on Netflix, the Tekken Bloodline thing. So what happened is you get Tekken 1 and Tekken 2. So Tekken 1, that's where
Kazuya is the main.
Yeah, and he basically got revenge. Tekken 2, he's still technically the main because it's him
Yes.
versus Heihachi and
Yes.
whatever. But then they started realizing that they need an actual hero of the series.
Yes.
So that's when they made Jin.
Yes.
And
In Tekken
then
3, because he's
yeah,
introduced in Tekken 3. Yeah.
yeah, and then he was also fighting Mishima style or whatever. Then he found out what happened to his mom because his mom dies because of Heihachi.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. He knew Heihachi fans were trying to say that this guy he was trying to protect us from what? It's always been a bad guy, that guy. What is this nonsense? All of a sudden he sheds one tear and everybody's like, oh, Heihachi too has felt pain and whatever.
Bruh, Tekken is so complicated because then I think it turns out that John is actually alive. She's not dead. And
Yeah, I'm getting there. So, quick recap. So, basically, then Jin is supposed to be the hero. So, he even unlearns the Mishima style. He goes and learns karate because that's how much he hates the Mishima style. So, he masters karate.
Mm.
And then in
He
Tekken
was friends
5,
with Hawarang, right? So
no,
whatever
rivals. They were rivals.
They were
Like
rivals, all right.
harrowing, it's Sasuke Naruto type vibes.
Ah,
But anyway, then after that, Jin takes over the Mishima company in Tekken 5. Then from there, he decides to go crazy and start World War 3.
yeah.
He kills there's a lot of people.
And it's
Yeah.
kind of confusing. Like it's confusing.
Yeah, it's like, why did you do that? It's like, no, I had to create evil in the world to summon evil spirit monster called Azazel
Why?
because I needed to defeat him using my
Devil
evil
Jin.
my devil gene things. And then once I defeat him, I can stop all the evil in the world.
You're
And it's
not
like, what?
Lelouch. So you're
What?
creating evil so that a greater evil can come out so that you can defeat evil? Like,
Yeah.
what are you saying? What
Like,
kind
why
of
don't you?
plan is
Oh,
this?
No,
that's it.
and it's like, why don't you just go blow up the temple? And then the thing is, at the end of the game, they ask Jin, why are you doing this? And it's like, well, what's this? And he's like, I'm trying to destroy all the religions and what and what. And then it's like,
My
really?
network is acting up. My internet.
Oh, my bad, Ronnie. My bad, Ronnie. Okay, well, we must somehow get off this tangent. Are you still
Yeah.
there, Ronnie?
You still there? Oh no.
We can see you moving.
Um, just see, maybe try to log out and come back in if you can.
Yeah, maybe try that, Ronnie.
Let me send him a text if he can't hear me.
Okay, well, anyway, I'll just entertain
Yeah, I'm
the
still
audience
here.
with. Oh, there
But
you
it's
go.
saying that I have poor connection.
No, don't
okay.
worry about that too much. Sometimes we also get poor connection too, but as long as we
Yeah,
can see
now
you
it's
and hear you.
now it's good. Now it's good.
Okay. Anyway, just to get off this tangent quick. So, long story short, fast forward. Tekken 7 is Heihachi versus Kazuya for the last time, and Heihachi starts crying because he was trying to protect his family or whatever. Tekken 8, Jin decides, well, I feel bad about what I kind of did, but I'm not a bad guy anymore, and now he's the good guy again. And everybody's like, what? But anyway,
Just like that.
fancy moves go brrr, so everybody forgets that Jin caused World War III, I guess. And Jun Kazama comes at the end or whatever. She comes in Tekken 8 to be like, it's time for me to heal the family. And I'm like,
Bro,
where were you?
the only thing that's left is seeing Dom come in the game like, yeah, it's all family. I was taking care of June this whole time. Because it sounds like a Fast and Furious movie. Nobody really
No,
dies
hey,
here.
no, but I'm saying also, like people are asking, where were you when your son was losing his mind and causing
His
World
whole
War?
life. Where were you in this nigga's whole life?
No, she raised him and then she apparently died, so he thought she was dead, and that's
Even
why he
Kazuya
kind of
thought she
hates.
was dead, didn't
That's
he?
why, yeah. But I'm saying the other thing is like she was alive this whole time, and he was like, your son was killing millions, and you just didn't show up to
So
be
you're
like,
telling me
hey.
that Heihachi knew that you were alive?
Uh,
Kazuya knew that you were alive?
uh-huh.
Your brother-in-law Lee knew you were alive?
Yeah,
Or what?
maybe.
Or they never knew you were alive? What are you saying?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
But anyway,
let's
back to
actually
this.
wrap up. Let's actually wrap up. Yo, tangent. Okay, Ronnie, this is where have you ever?
Mm.
This is where we break out the Kai. So we're going to Kai the Genjutsu. Kai.
Yeah, so basically what we do is once we realize that we've gone too far talking about one subject that is totally not what we're talking about, we sort of break the seal with our own, we break the genjutsu of going off topic, and then we say Kai, because we're just breaking down the seal. So if you hear or see any of us saying Kai, just know it's time for us to go back to the topic, in case you don't understand.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, then okay, so anyway, getting back to the roof. So yeah, Douglas has him on the roof, and then this bro just decides to jump. And you wanna ask,
Yeah.
did you see the drone? And also, how did you even know that drone could carry you?
it seems like he's very calculative, this guy, because it's like he calculates stuff before he does it. Have you noticed?
Yeah,
yeah.
kind of. Kind of. Reason I
Yeah.
Or
say
maybe
kind of,
or maybe he
it-
just went with the hunch by jumping off the building and catching the drone.
I mean,
Or maybe
sure,
he judged by the
because
size
like,
of
yeah, remember when he's running from the other drones and he like measures it with his finger, which that's
Yeah,
wild that you're
that's what I'm
about to.
saying.
I'm saying that's wild. You're about to jump off the edge of a building and you're like, my finger's enough. What? Okay, sharp.
Like, are you
maybe
like a
it's just
science?
like if I die, I die. Maybe
Are you a
that's his
science
opinion.
major? Yeah, he kind of reminds me of the main character in Lethal Weapon. If you guys remember Lethal Weapon, the movie, Mel Gibson's character was like that. Just like, look, whatever happens, happens, man. I don't care.
So it's kind of. Oh, I mean, Spike
Yeah,
also
maybe
had.
he's
But
that type of
Watanabe says we must stop talking about Cowboy Bebop now. He wants us just to talk about Lazarus. So sorry, Watanabe Sensei, but
That's hilarious.
yeah, but what I was saying was is that like when he jumps off the thing, there's times where he's miscalculating his steps, and I'm just like, you didn't think this through. And then also like the other thing that makes me question if he's superhuman or not, like that time when he trips in the crane thing and he
Mm.
starts, hopping and he's doing the hand thing, and then he kicks another one of the drones and he shatters it to pieces. I'm like, how strong are you or how weak are these things? Because I don't know if they would just send out these, like they look military grade.
And also, like, what was the point of those things if they didn't restrain him? Why didn't they taser
Yeah.
him? Why didn't they? Because it just
He
seemed like they
should
were just
nothing.
following him,
They
saying,
just chased
"Hey, stop running."
But anyway, yeah. So Axel Swan dives off the edge and he catches onto the drone. And the other thing is that bra with the drone, Leland. I'm like, Leland, you don't have any measures or
Special
countermeasures, special
weapons.
weapons inside this thing.
So what's the point of the drone then?
Yeah, and I'm like, so you're just carrying this bra down? Is that the plan? Because it looks like Leland was helping him, or am I off?
Yeah, no, he was helping him because he didn't want him to die, I guess.
But then
So
why is Douglas pointing the gun? This is confusing.
pointing the gun at.
And Axel.
There's too
Remember,
many
like we were
plot
thinking
holes.
that he's trying to restrain him, but it's like you're pointing a gun at someone who's not afraid to die. So you're wasting your
No,
time.
really, but I'm saying also like Axel, maybe have a like how you call him the Batman? I get a Batman has those guns that shoot ropes.
Oh yeah, grapple
So
guns.
shoot a
Yeah,
rope at
yeah.
Axel and see what happens. But anyway.
Hmm.
Yeah, then he lands and he's chilling, and this is when Axel gets like super, super dumb. So he's been reckless and he's been arrogant, but this is where he's dumb now. I'm sorry, this was so dumb to me. So he lands on the street, and the lady's like, "Hey, Daredevil! Oh my gosh, you're so cute. That was so
Can I
cool."
take a picture?
And I'm like,
Here's a
"Munna,
question for you. Here's a
yeah."
question for you. If a girl did that to you, wouldn't you do the same thing as him? You will
I'm
probably.
on the run, Ronnie. People have just shot guns at me. I'm a wanted man. The whole airport had my face
But
on the side of the walls.
but here's the thing, Buck. Axel doesn't really care, bro. Just look at how he reacted when the cops saw him there.
No, I get that, but the thing is,
You're
he's
like,
still supposed to be in the game on mode. Like this idea of just stopping on the side of the road. And also, he just jumped off the top of a building when a guy was pointing a gun at him.
No, I get you. I'm
or
just saying
maybe
this guy is not. It's
And
not your
also, I'm saying,
typical.
like, and also, I'm saying the other thing is no, but I'm saying this is the thing that's making him a little bit more stupid for me is that, like, I'm saying, like, dog, you're wanted and your face is posted everywhere. You want to take a selfie, and it's also 2035 or whatever the hell. So you know for a fact that they've got geotagging and already they're putting your face in the database, and you're 23 years old. You know this. Why aren't you running, bro?
Let me ask you something. When you watch One Piece and you know that the Straw Hats have a bounty on their head, did you ever ask yourself why these guys are not on the run or they're not scared for their lives?
Okay, they have hockey and superpowers. what marine you know? What marine you know chasing Luffy down on a government salary?
Only the admirals. I think only the admirals could do that.
Bro, every marine they see the straw hats and they panic, bro. They have life crises because they know they're going to the hospital or they're gonna die.
And the fun fact is that Luffy appears to be harmless. Like his appearance, he looks harmless too. But
No,
he's
then you
dangerous.
hear Gomu Gomu no, and now you're seeing Jesus. Like, guys, this guy is not this guy, like Axel is not thingy. All I'm saying is, to me, I thought, like, as just in terms of self-preservation, he'd be running because he wouldn't want to be taking pictures with people. And then
Right.
he's like, when I'm safe, then I can start chilling. But anyway, okay, I guess he saw boobage and he was like, KO. My
But she
sensors
Or
was
don't
she
work
maybe
was really
anymore.
you,
smart to do that. But in my
or
head,
maybe
I was asking myself, didn't you recognize that this is the girl that was trying to shoot you, or were you too high up that
No,
you didn't
maybe
recognize?
he didn't see her, but I'm just saying, to me, if a guy pointed a gun and I had to jump off a building and fly a drone to land on the ground, and that's the only way I got away, there's no way that I'm stopping for anything.
Yeah.
But anyway, they needed to have the episode. I get it. I was just like, Chief, if cheeks are knocking you out here, then it's game over.
there were too many plot holes in this episode. Probably they're gonna fill up the gap.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, they kind of have to. They kind of have to. I
There
mean,
are a
that
lot
one
of
in particular, I'll let it go because they needed him. They needed to get him on the team. But that's why I was just like, writing wise, if they just had him accept the thing from the opening,
yeah.
Yeah.
it would have just made more sense. And then it would have been easier to just show him being a loose cannon where he's not listening to anybody. And then this one, and then Hershey's like, man, this guy, man, get the Axel, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Douglas, rein him in. I'm trying them. Douglas.
Yeah, or to maybe hear that he actually has worked with them before, but they just don't like him. The team doesn't like him because he's a loose cannon. You know what I mean? It would have been better.
Yeah, he's one of those bras where, like, the mission is done, but now the buildings. He's like bad. It's like Bad Boys 2. The whole bridge is destroyed. The ships are destroyed. The cars are
Everything is
destroyed.
destroyed.
Everything is on fire. And it's like, but we caught the bad guys, boss.
Exactly.
That captain is about to have like 16, 17 heart attacks.
There's actually an anime that's kind of like that, but not really, where they consult someone when they're dealing with a case that's really too hard to solve. It's called Be the Beginning. I highly recommend you guys to check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll check
it's
it out.
on Netflix, but he's not a loose cannon. He's just a weirdo in a group of a very well coordinated team because he's doing his own things while everybody's just looking over there. It's like hiring Kakashi for a job. It's gonna be hard for you to figure out what he's thinking. But anyway,
Yeah, then
so
I
yeah,
believe that's the episode. Is there
yeah.
anything
So
else?
I just want to say that Flash, because they take a photo, the Flash sort of like, no, she tases him.
No, she tases him with the wrist. That's the
Yeah,
thing. Like I'm saying, like the technology in this has to be sort of advanced because a wrist taser is crazy.
100%. He wakes up in a barber shop, I think,
Yeah.
and then he sees the hacker. I forgot her name now.
Yeah.
I was also
And,
very name.
oh,
Eileen.
Elena.
Or
Yeah,
Elena. Yeah.
and you can tell she's very shy. Like she's way over there. And everybody's like, it's about time, you were out for the whole day. And he feels like, he was dreaming about them or whatever. Then obviously there's
That's the other thing.
communication.
Like, I mean, look, as much as I am criticizing this episode, because I know there's people who are praising it like crazy, you do get an indication of what type of character Axel is.
Yeah.
Axel, I think it's not that he lives in. I think he lives in his own reality. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I
Mhm.
get you.
Like, yeah, he's a guy that it'll work out for me somehow.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just jump off the side of this building and I'll catch on to something because I refuse to believe he saw the drone.
He's
But
impulsive.
anyway,
He
yeah.
actually reminds me of two characters. One Sinbad in the DreamWorks movie, Sinbad,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and Tintin in the Tintin movie, but the difference between those two characters and
I watched
Axel
that
is,
movie a long time ago. 10.
yeah. So the difference between the characters I've mentioned versus Axel is they were not being deliberate. They just had luck. It's like this guy was supposed to land into something, and then it just so happened that something was on the way. He lands on that thing, and then he doesn't die. Jack Sparrow, same thing. But with Axel, it's like he genuinely is deliberate. It's like, look, I'm gonna fly, and whatever I land on, I land on it. It's all good. With Sinbad, it's like, flip, I'm flying, and oh, flip, there's a tree. Oh, ouch. Oh, okay, it saved me from death, type of thing. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But anyway,
Axel has the confidence of a white man. You just taking chances.
yeah. Damn. Anyway, yeah, so they get communication from Hirsch saying that, guys, we need to get the ball rolling, basically. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like they do a Spy Kids talk through the mirror thing where she
Yeah.
like apparently they can just like like it's a computer behind there or whatever.
Yes.
All that
Yes.
stuff. So I mean, I can tell you now. I can kind of already see the dynamics. I know that what's this? Axel and Douglas are gonna probably butt heads the most.
Yeah.
Him and Chris may be friends or something. But the thing is also this is Watanabe, so I'm expecting Axel and maybe the entire crew to like die at the end or something.
Did you see the ending thing of this thing? Everybody's dead, dog, or they're sleeping. I don't know. It seems like they've passed out except for Axel.
Either they're gonna die or everybody's gonna have to go their separate ways in a weird, like bitter ending or something like that. This is Watanabe. Like I'm
Yeah,
trying not to get
because that's
attached
how
to
Samurai
nobody.
Champloo ended, right? They split up.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm not
And
trying to get attached to nobody.
Cowboy Bebop, we sort of got the idea that Spike was dead. Ed left like a few episodes before she left with Ein. So yeah, you're right. You never really know how this thing is gonna end. I
I
just
know.
hope it doesn't do that.
Also, I the other thing is with Ed and I and thingy and the dog leaving. Ne? I was
Mhm.
confused as to why they were depressed about it.
Oh well, they considered Ed family.
Did they? Spike complains about her the entire time, and
Not
Jet
really. If
didn't
you think
really.
about it,
Tough love. It's called
Spike
tough
was
love.
Spike complained about Ed in the beginning. Like, I hate women with attitude and I hate kids and I hate dogs. But when you look at scenes between Ed and Spike going forward, Spike was pretty chill to talk.
No, I'm saying he was chill, but like to me, that indicated that he just got over it because I get it. He's the guy. It is what it is. But I'm saying like when they leave, they play like this huge sad music, and I'm
Mm.
just like, I never got the indication that you really cared about that kid like that.
No, I get you. I get
But
you.
anyway, I'm saying this is the thing with short anime sometimes when they try to do big things, and it's just like there's not enough build up here. So I'm
Mm.
hoping that something like that doesn't happen here where like there's gonna be like a huge episode where it's like a breakout thing and it's like I get what you were doing, but the timing and spacing for this was not enough
But I
or
think,
whatever.
you know what the problem is, guys? The shows like that used to work because we used to watch one episode a week. Times
Yeah.
have changed. Now you're binge watching this whole thing, so you don't really feel that time has passed between the interactions and these characters. If you're watching Naruto, a show that has like 200 and something, of course there's enough time for you to feel like, by the time Sasuke leaves, you're like, damn, nigga, where you going? But
Yeah.
yeah, like 30
Why
episodes.
you let that man bite your neck?
But anyway, what's your guys' rating out of 10 before we shut it down?
I would give it a 7 for me for now. Probably, I hope it changes later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, Ronnie. Do you have any other thoughts on this episode? I think maybe I've been talking a lot.
Nah, yeah. The problem is that I kind of forget stuff easily, so I probably forgot most of the scenes.
No, but to be
But
fair, there's not really much that happens in this first episode, to be honest.
yeah, it was just an introduction in this
Yeah.
episode. Introduction.
The
I
animation
hope.
was cold. I did like it. Although there
Yeah.
are some
Yeah,
parts of
it
it
was.
where Axel's head is huge.
Yeah,
It just kind of
maybe.
stuck out a little bit to me. And then also like his proportions also shift a lot. But I mean that's just because they're doing the Sakuga thing, so
Mm.
it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's just that there was one panel where he was running and I was like, that feels very odd to me, but it's okay.
Right.
Also, how convenient that he found clothes in his size.
I was
on a
thinking
mannequin.
about that actually. I'm like, my nigga, there just happens to be nice drip for you in the store and there's nobody in the store?
Also, yeah, like there was no security guards in the store. There was no store
Nothing.
clerk. But maybe they ran away because of the riots. Okay, yeah, the police were saying there's going to be rioting. Maybe everybody went home.
Probably.
Yeah.
The only thing I found convenient was that he found clothes directly in his size. I was
Yeah,
like,
that makes no
my
sense.
bro, you didn't even have to go to the change room and see if it fits.
Right.
Maybe he
Right.
didn't have the time to because he was
Yeah,
on the run.
yeah, but
Um,
I'm gonna
was
say 7. Also, I'm with Ronnie on that. Like, it's good. The music is good. The action was fun. Even if I had questions for it, it's still like fun visually to watch, and all of that stuff. Yeah, we get an indicator of what type of character Axel is, but also there's not enough intrigue for me to want to bump it up to an 8 or whatever. Like they gotta win me over with the next 2 episodes. I have a 3-episode anime rule, basically.
honestly speaking, for me, I was a bit underwhelmed. I like the character designs, I like the animation, but you are right. I think Carol and Tuesday's animation is more superior than this animation. I still think Cowboy Bebop, the movie, is superior in terms of animation. Obviously, this one you can tell that it's digitally animated as opposed to like cell animation. But story-wise, it felt flat to me because it's like there was not much intrigue, like you said. Like for instance, when you look at the first episode of Samurai Champloo, those guys could have died easily. Like Mugen and Jin, it starts with them about to be executed. That already like keeps you intrigued, you know. Cowboy Bebop, they had to capture a bounty of this guy who was selling drugs, and he had a girlfriend who seemed to be pregnant, and but she wasn't, and all of that. But this one, it's like we're just trying to recruit some guy. That's it. That's the first episode. We're just trying to recruit the guy from this plot that we revealed in the trailer. You know what I mean? So there was nothing more that they really
Yeah,
brought to
that's
the
why I
table.
said it would have been. I think it would have been interesting if he took the deal and then they start going on the mission. Because the other thing I'm saying is that if it's only 30 days to find this guy, you probably need to start the plot off a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Like you should be giving us character through the plot rather than giving us character through the setup of the
Yeah.
plot. If you get
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. I get exactly what you're saying.
But I
I
mean,
get
this is
exactly what you're saying.
Watanabe. I know Watanabe fans are gonna come sideways. Guys,
Yeah.
we still said it's good, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yo,
No.
now they're gonna be blasting Spike Spiegel's theme song outside our windows. Tiki 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 tiki.
Okay,
Ding,
anyway,
ding, ding.
guys, do you guys have anything else to say before we shut down?
Nah, that's it. Oh, you didn't give your
Oh, my
rating.
score is a 6. It's a 6. It's a 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yo, okay. Tough grader.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've been a huge fan of Watanabe, dog, like for the longest time, like since 2006 or something, or 5, somewhere there. So I know he can do way better than this. So we'll see. Um, yeah, do you guys have anything you want to say before we shut it down?
Nah, that's all I got.
Okay.
Yeah, Ronnie.
I don't know if you can you hear us?
Nah, nothing.
Oh, okay. All right, guys.
Okay.
There you have it. This is
Sure.
the
See you
review
soon,
of
guys.
the Lazarus, and we shall.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So just make sure that to check out Lazarus. Let us know your thoughts. Leave the comments down below. Check out Buckmaster Cool on his YouTube channels. Check him out. Check out his webtoons. Check out Ronnie on TikTok. And check out Steve Lokhala and Zana Zukomlambo. And this is Mr. Extraordinary. You can check me out as well on TikTok and other social media. But for now, we are out, and we shall see you guys on the next one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Peace.
Guys, thank you.